Welcome to the Scoop More Show, episode 3. This is my third episode already recording this. I got one of my good friends with me. I don't know. I'll introduce you as Julez. I didn't know if you wanted me to use the Ghanaian government or whatever. If you wanted me, I could have. I would have done all of that. But it's good to have you on the show. Thanks. You're my first guest.
Likewise.
You're my first guest, and also I got to say, co-host of the as per usual as well, up in the back. So we here today just to ask a few questions, gonna go back and forth. So like the reason for my show is just more so just free flowing, just fun conversation, talking with the people out there, and just getting whatever you want to get out your chest. So we're gonna have a fun time today. So don't look so serious. Why you look so serious right now?
Everybody says I look serious. I don't even do that on purpose. It's just how my face is.
Okay,
Everybody says I look serious, and
you look
man,
serious
like,
right now. You look serious right now. We'll loosen you up. We'll lighten you up real quick. So I'm gonna ask with the intro, even though I know a lot about you, you can tell the audience and stuff that you don't say on as per usual, because you know people that watch that as well. So tell me a little bit about yourself. How would you describe yourself to the masses first and foremost? Just tell me a little bit about yourself.
a little bit about myself.
Yeah.
I guess I would say if I had one word, probably be
Yeah.
like I don't know, amazing. One amazing
Amazing.
individual.
What about your hobbies? Do you have what are some of your hobbies and passions?
My hobbies. What I would do in my off time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, if it's not music, it'd probably be
And we'll get
gambling.
into that. We'll get into the music. Tell us a little bit more about your gambling exploits. When did you start? You say you turn into a young
Probably
Pete
like
Rose.
3.5 years. Probably like three and
Mm-hmm.
a half now.
What was the reasoning behind it? Were you against it before you started?
No, I just didn't knew nothing about it. But when I mean, I obviously watch sports just like majority of other dudes.
Yeah.
And then they start advertising it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you advertise, and
Yeah.
then you're like, wait, you can make money off of this? I'm like, oh yeah, I heard about it before, and sure, if you can make money off of it, I'm
Mm-hmm.
interested. Very motivated by money.
So hell yeah,
Um,
hell yeah. And
yeah.
what's the well, if you want to share, you don't have to share if you
Go
don't
ahead,
want
go
to.
ahead, go ahead, go
But
ahead, go
what's
ahead.
the biggest earning that you, or you could say a range too if you want, that you hit on a night of betting? One night,
4,000.
4,000. Nice. How are you feeling? That you was probably feeling happy that day.
It's like, I don't do drugs, but I would imagine
The dopamine
it's like
hit.
the first. Yeah, it's your first.
What's been?
It's your first hit where you're like, oh shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, ever since then I've been trying to recreate
Trying
that,
to, but it's been hard.
but
Well,
yeah,
what
but
was?
go
Go for
ahead.
it. Oh no, you go. You go.
No, I'm just saying, like, while I'm talking about this, please, I advise people not to get into it. Um,
You gotta put a
it's
disclaimer.
not a responsible, like in my opinion, it's not a responsible way to. I can't even say that. I know accountants who gamble too, so I can't really
Mm-hmm.
say that. But I think it's really just based on your unit size, your betting size. $10, $20, $30, $40, whatever you can afford in your
Mm-hmm.
annual net income, etc., etc. But so I'm not actually. I'll take that away. Uh, it. I wouldn't say it's not responsible. I guess it all depends on the individual and their income and what they got going on in life. For me and my lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
it fits. It fits for me and my lifestyle and what I have invested in and what I don't have invested in, my family and my friends. So it makes sense for me. But I would say for other people, it's very situational, dependent.
Okay. 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 On that note, so do you gamble all sports? So you do basketball, football, all major league sports? What else? What are some of the
Just the three major American sports.
just the three major? No hockey,
Three major American, yeah. So that'd be baseball, basketball, and
basketball, and college sports?
yeah, I do. Yeah, so college would be like collegiate, yeah, like amateur. Yeah, I do
Okay.
college.
Okay.
I do college. I do professional.
Mm-hmm.
But my bookie, um, my bookie, for anybody who doesn't know what a bookie is, it's somebody who you place bets through. But
Okay.
my bookie, he doesn't do college baseball. He only does college basketball and
But
football.
no college World Series in the
No, no,
summertime.
no, no,
Yeah.
no, no. Um, yeah,
Okay.
no.
Okay, okay. So Worcester, Massachusetts. Tell me what it was like growing up there in the 2000s, mid 2000s, high school time. Worcester, Mass. What was it like? And is it
Um,
still like that today?
growing up in Worcester, Mass. Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, hold on. How much time we got? Let me see.
we
Two.
on here.
Yeah.
We
All
gonna be
right.
here. We
So I remember my parents' house. I just heard something. What the hell? All right, whatever. Yeah, yeah, audience. I'm at my parents' house, so if you hear anything funny, it's probably I don't know. But anyway, um, growing up in Worcester, I would say it's pretty diverse. I grew up in the worst part of Worcester. I think you guys have heard me say that on that as per usual.
now you could
Episode.
go
But
deeper.
yeah,
You could go deeper now.
I've grown up. I grew up in the worst part of Worcester, where the drugs, the gangs, just criminals, just probably sexual offenders as well.
Hmm.
I grew up in that main south area of Worcester where it's terrible low income. People just
Uh,
living paycheck to paycheck, trying to feed their families and do what they got to do to survive and see the next day. Um, but fortunately, I had parents who had jobs where they could afford to put me into programs and schools where I could thrive and make the best of
mhm.
myself, and which they did, and I love them and always will be in debt to them for that.
Dope.
So yeah, growing up in Worcester, you can get into being a doctor, or lawyer, or you can be a bank robber or a gang member, or something as
Uh,
you could be like, in other words, you could be a degenerate or you could be the
yeah,
president. Like, it's all up to you.
yeah.
Um, and Worcester does have opportunities to become something, but it also has many more opportunities for you to become nothing. So,
Hmm.
um, I think that it did shape me for the better. It would be interesting thinking like, oh shoot, what if I grew up in like Stockton, California, or like freaking, I don't know, like
The Valley over in
the,
LA.
yeah, like, that would be Calabasas and yeah, and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That'd be interesting, but
How did you avoid the trouble and all the negative pitfalls out in the neighborhood? Because me and Cambridge is very similar. It's very similar. Like you could have you could be like the president, you could be the top of the top, or like you could be bad news. Like if you run into the wrong crowd or
Mhm.
you like you just hang out with the wrong people. But how did you stay away from all that trouble?
Having two parents in the household,
Hmm.
they guided me and they showed me and they told me and they beat it into me that you're not gonna be a bum.
Yeah.
So even though as a teenager you run into those like, oh no, I'm going out every weekend, I'm going out every weekend, not listening to them, where they just say, yo, just stay home and just stay out of trouble.
Hmm.
Luckily, by the grace of God, I give it all to my higher power that I was not in situations, or I got out of situations that could have really deterred my life.
Yeah.
So I would say mainly family,
Hmm.
friends, teachers, family, friends, teachers,
Great support system. Mentors? Any mentors?
great
Have any
support system. Yeah,
other than your
mentors.
parents? Any adult figures that really
Yeah,
guided you
aunts,
still?
uncles.
Mm,
Yeah,
okay.
my aunts. Yeah, my aunts, my uncles.
Teachers.
Rest in peace to my grandma.
Rest in peace.
Um, Rest in peace to my grandma. Yeah, teachers. I mean, I could sit here all day naming
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
but
Oh,
it's pretty much
give
just
everyone their flowers. Give those people their flowers. Because like the saying that I always live by is that it takes a village. It takes a village to to raise like a young person. Like it's
for
everything that you
sure,
see around yourself, your surroundings and all of that stuff. So that's big. That's big.
for sure,
So I know
for
you're big
sure.
in. Oh, keep going, keep going.
And yeah, and also uh, rap music too.
I was just thinking.
Um,
I was thinking that. Yeah.
yeah, rap music also. It it obviously there's things that I took from it and did not use the right way, but there's also really a lot of gems
Hmm.
from artists such as like the Fugees, or a tribe called Quest, or Most Def,
Oh yeah, yeah.
or people who like drop in knowledge and you're just like, oh okay, really? So that's how you looked at it. Okay, let me look at it that way. So they also really saved me.
That's good. That's beautiful.
Even UGK. Rest in peace, Pimp C. But
Hmm.
he said he actually gave some real good relationship and like dealing with women advice.
Yeah.
Even though some of his stuff he says is like, you take it at face value, like, oh,
Can you
okay,
give Can you give me your top five rappers right now, off the top of your head? Your top five of all time.
In the game, oh, all time,
All time.
it changes every day, so this is no
Ooh,
order,
all
but
time changes. Okay, no
yeah,
order.
yeah, no order, no, yeah, my all time list changes every day, but I'll probably say L Boogie, Lauren Hill,
Lauren Hill,
Nas,
Nas,
Hove,
Hove. Hove is my number one. The Hove, yeah.
um, it changes every day, so hope nobody takes this the wrong way. So yeah, Lauryn Hill, Nas, Jay
Nas,
Z,
Jay Z,
Biggie, Pac.
Biggie, and Pac.
It changes
That's
every day
five.
though. Yeah, I mean, there's so
Uh,
many people I can
yeah,
interchange with them. Scarface. I could put
tough.
DMX up there. I could put
Tough. Rest in
Busta up
peace.
there. I could
Yeah.
put KRS One up there. I could put Rakim up there. I could put Big Daddy Kane. Like it
Is
changes
Drake in
every
that
day.
room? Is Drake in that room? Does he
When it's
get?
all said, when it's all said and done, he'll
Mm-hmm.
be in my top 10 when it's all said and done. But right now,
But he's
he's
not in
like,
your top 10.
yeah, as of right now, he's like Steph Curry. Like his story's still
Mm.
being written.
I think Steph Curry is already in that room. I think. Oh, the top 10. Remember, I had just showed you that top 10 list I made yesterday on the basketball top 10, and I didn't have Steph in mind. But I
Right.
was thinking more so KD. I was like, it's crazy not to have Kevin Durant in my
That's what I'm
top
saying.
10.
It changes every day.
But
Steph,
like, I don't know
KD,
who I'm gonna
every
take
day
out
now.
right now because I put a lot of work into my list, and I'm gonna foreshadow a little bit. We're gonna do a draft. I won't tell you what the draft is about, but the last thing we're gonna
Okay.
do is we're gonna do a draft. We're gonna draft top five per our top five in a draft, and it's gonna just be a surprise for the last part. But moving along, I got a couple questions for you because I know you make beats. You do beats all the time. Like
Hmm.
you make beats, stuff like that. Who are some of the producers that influenced you?
Uh, mainly Kanye.
Kanye. Okay,
But you said producers though.
yeah,
I'll answer
you can
that.
give
So
Kanye producer
it,
credit.
no, I mean, Kanye was the reason when I was like, wait, let me go back to Kanye because it'll go into like why I decided to like get into like the music stuff. But so like besides Kanye, like I say like I looked up to Diamond D, um, Diamond D, rest in peace, rest in peace, Jay Dilla, Madlib, MF Doom, who else is hard? Who else did I listen to? It's so many. Bank, um, Justice League is hard. Justice League, the Olympics. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I like what Metro's doing right now. He's killing
Oh
it.
yeah,
I like what Weezy's doing right now. He's killing it. But I'm trying to think of old school because I'm 32, so I'm old.
you in the middle. You ain't old. You're youngin.
Large Professor. Shout out, big shout out, Large Professor.
Mm-hmm.
Salam Remy. Um, Ali from Tribe Called Quest for sure, for sure, for sure. Terminator X from NWA. Man,
So
it's
many.
a long list. It's a
Yeah,
long list.
you got a lot of legends.
A lot of legends, yeah. But those are the people like I grew up like I was like, oh yeah. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so Kanye West, but Kanye West was the main reason, um, because he's my favorite rap artist of all time. Like
Got you.
he's my
Got
favorite
you.
rap artist. See, wow, I didn't even have him in my top 10. I just realized that. That's crazy. But
Well, it was
well, it
the
changes every
five you
day.
didn't have. Yeah,
Yeah,
10 you
yeah,
could
no, it
fit him
changes
in the
every
top
day.
10 for sure.
But so yeah, Kanye West, and stop me from talking too much. But yeah,
Oh
so
no,
Kanye
no, no.
West,
This is your platform, man.
so Kanye West, so College Dropout had came out when I was like,
I think I was in eighth grade when it came out, so I think
okay,
you're a
so we were
grade
in eighth
older than
grade.
me.
Okay, we were in eighth grade. All right, so College Dropout came out in eighth
Oh
grade.
three, oh four.
I heard Through the Wire. I was like, oh, who's this? I was like,
Mm-hmm.
oh shit, okay. Heard the song. I was like, this is fire. Then I heard some of the other tracks from College Dropout, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna start listening to this. Like, this is amazing. Um, so cop the album. Then, um, I cop. Then I think it was 2 years later. Yeah, late registration
Yep.
dropped in '05. Listened to that, and I
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah, this dude's for real. Like, this dude's sick. So anyway, long story
Yeah.
short, heard all his stuff. And so I heard all this stuff all up to, so I got to college in 08,
Oh
07,
eight, oh
08.
seven, oh eight. Yeah.
Okay. And
Graduation.
then and so then I was like, yo, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna do this because I was managing in business.
Hmm.
I was in business management. I was
Studying
majoring
it.
in business management.
Yeah, in
And I was like,
college.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. So I didn't know what I was doing in school. I
Hmm.
was just there.
Same. We
But
both were.
yeah, but as an
Me and Jules
18
both
year
went
old,
to the same school. I just, yeah.
yeah, with your guidance counselor telling you like, oh, like
Yeah.
what are you gonna do besides school? And then you look at yourself, you're like, yeah, because I really don't know what I want to do. So
Facts.
I just want,
Facts.
I just want to make my parents happy, and I just want to make my parents happy, and
Hmm.
just go to schools, and maybe I'll find it. It's so sad. It's like, yeah, maybe I'll find out what I want to do while
Passion.
I'm in
Yeah.
school. And then what had happened was, so yeah, so I was going to school. I went to school for 6 years, but so I went to school and I was majoring in business management, and I was thinking to myself, all right, so when I get out of school, I'm gonna get a job somewhere. And then I remember like was it like senior year, my super senior year, and I was like, yo, this shit is. I'm
Yeah.
sorry for cursing on
No,
here.
I was gonna say
Can I curse
because
on
you
here?
transferred. Yeah, you could cuss. You could. Yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, I did transfer from
Yeah, same.
where I met
I
you.
did about 6 years as well, altogether, collectively.
Yeah, I met you at
Yep.
Newberry,
Newberry.
the now extinct school, but it was
Yeah.
a business school.
Yep.
And then I transferred to URI. Go Rams! Shout out to the Rams. We're terrible in hoops this
I'm
year.
also my school's also the Rams too. Suffolk is also Rams.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, all right. Shout out to them. But
Mhm.
I remember I was like, yo, this is just like I know like when I get into the real world, this is gonna be garbage. Like I don't even know. I don't even know. And so I remember I got out of school. Then I got an offer from New York Life. It's an insurance company.
Mhm.
So New York Life was like, yeah, we'll start you off with 55K for you to be a senior financial advisor. Then I
Oh,
remember I had went to my family was like, oh yeah, like what are you talking about? Like go do that. Like you need money. And I was like, yeah, because
mhm.
I just went back home
Yeah.
after school. So um and I wasn't getting my master's or anything because
Mhm.
it's like I don't know, like
Just
all the
all.
Africans were like, oh yeah, like you need to go back to school, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm at the
Yeah.
parties, I'm at the gatherings, I'm like, yeah, yeah, yes, uncle, yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. But in my heart, I'm like, yeah, this, like, no, it's not what I want, like, no,
Me
it's
it
not what I want.
looks very similar. Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's
so, I was
fair.
working, so yeah, I got out of school, then I was working at it's like a group home type of thing. My friend, one of my best friends, who got married, shout out to him. He was like, "Yo, come work with me right now. I know you're not employed or whatever, whatever." Because I was having a hard time finding a job, and so I was working at the group home for maybe like 2 years. It was like 2 years. I was working at that group home, and then or maybe more, and then he left, and then everybody who I met over there left, and so I was like the last person left over there, and I was just like struggling, like, yo, like, what am I gonna do in my life? Like, I, yeah, like I went to school, but I knew I didn't want to go to school. I
Mhm.
just went there just because
Because
everybody,
you
like
feel. Yeah.
my friends and family, were going like, oh, what
Hmm.
am I going to be doing? Like back home in Worcester, doing what?
Hmm.
And so I was like at a crisis, so to speak, of like, what do I want to do? And I remember
Hmm.
I was in the car with one of my dogs, day one, and I was on the phone. Yo, I don't know how I came to the conclusion. I was like, yo, I want to just like make beats. I don't, yo, it's crazy. I really don't remember. Like, I think I had been thinking about it for years
Yeah.
because I remember because my friends would always ask me, different friends, not just one. Shout out to you and shout out to everybody, but everybody like, oh, what do you like to do? Like, what's your passion? And I was like, I don't know, like making money, okay, but like, how are you going to make money? Like working a 9 to 5, and I'm just like I was always like, oh no, 9 to 5, and like nah, it's not for me. Like it was never. Every time I clocked into work,
Just have that
and I
depressed
still have a nine
feeling.
to five. I still have a 9 to 5, by the way. I'm not, but every time I clocked into work, I was like, yo, like
What am I doing here? This is not
yeah,
what I want to do.
it's
This can't
not,
be
but
life. This
it's
isn't the
it
meaning.
all of that, but it was also like, okay, but wait, so how long am I supposed to be doing this? Like I'm
Hmm.
20, I was like 23 at the time, 24, 23, 24. I'm like, wait, I'm supposed to be doing this until
Another
like
40, 50 years? My
60?
sick, hell no.
And
Yep.
and I was like, yo, I gotta find something to do. And
Hmm.
so I don't know what led up to when I was like, yo, I just want to make beats for a living. I forgot what it was. But anyway, I just came to that epiphany at like 26,
Hmm.
26. And then, yeah, I remember that's when I started twisting my hair. Yeah, I got my hair twisted at 26, whatever. Anyway, so I was like, yeah.
How was that received? How was that received? Okay.
My, yo, to this day, my parents hate it.
Oh man.
But, with twisting my hair, it's like, you know, um, they couldn't like they hated it, but they couldn't really say anything because I did everything they wanted me to do.
Yep.
Oh, you want me to go to school? Okay, I did
Yep.
it. Now, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not at the
And
house
you're not,
anymore.
yeah, you're not the house, and
So
you're
like,
grown. Like
what
you're,
can you really
yeah.
say?
What can you say?
And I pay utilities at the
Hmm.
house.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Um, and I
Well,
pay.
not as bad as the earrings, getting our ears because I think we both can relate to that one.
Oh, okay. All right.
That
So
one
hold
was
on.
a
We can
different
backtrack
story.
to
Yeah,
that.
we
We
can
can backtrack
backtrack.
to that.
Okay.
Okay. So um, damn. So okay. So I saw all the rappers, all the
Hmm.
kids, all my friends have earrings. So I was like, yeah. So I was 16 years
Damn,
old. I'm my
damn, you
earrings.
were 16.
Yeah. And
I
then
was 19.
my boys did it for me though. I didn't go to like
Hmm.
a professional. My boys did it for me. Stuck a
Hmm.
needle through my ears or whatever. And we did
Oh,
that.
made me
They,
cringe.
they, they iced me for like they iced my ears for like half an hour,
Only half? Wow.
only half an hour. It was numb. I think it was this year, the right one that didn't hurt.
That's crazy.
No, my left one it didn't hurt at all when they stuck it through.
Hmm.
And this one it hurt when they stuck it through, but I took it anyway. So went through the other side, and then I remember I had pierced it, and then I took one of my I don't know if we might have like stole some like BS earrings at the mall or
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
and I kept those in for like a week or whatever. And then I remember my my dad was talking or whatever. My mom was cleaning them for me and also like hitting me on the head. And then what do you call it? Uh I remember my what did they call Mr. Olson at I went to this private school, holy name. They called him disciplinary counselor, something like that.
Hmm.
Anyway, he was like, "Yo, mind you, so I'm at the healing stages in my earrings," and he was like, "Oh, you got to take them out. Like, you can't be wearing earrings and
School? Private
yeah,
school?
you can only wear them. Yeah, for men, you could only wear them like um if it was like dress down
Like,
day
yeah, like
because
on
I was in private
Fridays?
school.
Yeah.
So anyway, he was like, "You got to take my side." I told him I can't. He said he just looked at me like, "Okay." Take him out. So I had to take him out. My earlobes were like swollen like this.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So but anyway, that's my story, my earrings.
yeah,
But
that's
anyway,
funny.
so back to the music. So I came to the conclusion that I was like, yo, I'm gonna just make beats. I don't even think it was like an epiphany or really anything, but it's just
You
like,
just
yo,
like,
like
it's one of your passions, let
I
me do
listen
it.
to rap all the time. I don't have the ability to form words,
Hmm.
write or what's the other thing? And sing,
Yeah.
but I do like, the beat
The
structure and
beat
this and that.
making. Hmm.
So I came to that conclusion. Everybody supported it.
Fire.
My parents said that's trash. Like, what are you doing? Um, my parents said that's trash. Like, why would you do that?
Uh,
And the thing is, they know about like beat makers and because like Diddy, like Diddy to them is like okay, like, but like
Diddy started
thing
from
is when
somewhere.
you come from like I don't want to say all Africans because there's a lot of Africans in the music industry, but like
Well,
when you
back
come from like
then,
I feel
no.
like my parents and like the family, this is like, yo, just go to school. Like, what are you doing? Like,
Very,
uh,
very similar.
be a doctor, be a lawyer, be an attorney, do this. But why do you want to do this? Like, Diddy and them, the way they did it is how they did it. This is the way they
Yeah,
did it.
yeah,
I get it. I totally get it. But I was like, yo, like, I really don't like anything else, like in life. To be honest, like in life, I really don't. I mean, no, I have like interest in like fashion and
yeah,
anime and stuff like that. Like, but we'll get into that too.
yep.
But anyway, so
How's the feedback
uh,
been on that? How's the feedback been on beats? People that have heard your beats. I've heard a couple of your beats. They're
the
dope. Well, how
feedback,
do you?
I so as far as like people who are like in the industry, I've never I've been making beats for like 6 years. I've never had anything I've sent hundreds of stuff to people.
Mm.
I've
Oh
I've
wow.
even written songs. I'll get into that how I began writing
Yeah,
songs.
man.
But I've never linked up with a major artist. But through those 6 years, there's a lot of trial and error. There's a lot of stuff that I could have done better.
Hmm.
Um, and
That's how you learn. Yeah.
that's how you learn. And it's just about like being consistent, being persistent.
Facts.
And I wasn't that. I wasn't that. And now I'm learning how like yeah, you can like make beats, you could do that, but like
Hmm. Hmm.
there's a way of like how you present it to like
Hmm.
an audience. There's a way how you present it to people's management teams. Because
Hell yeah.
I've DM people. I've DM. Damn, I don't want to do name drop. Nah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Hmm.
that. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I've DM'd producers who I look up to, and and
Hmm.
and I and I I'm thinking of the producers that I DM'd because I remember I was typing the DM and I was like, oh hey, my name is I make beats and I'm looking for like mentorship and guidance, and they just left me on red. I don't want to put them on blast. I don't want to put them on blast.
Yeah,
When
we
I
get it.
when I
You talk
see
about
them,
it.
when I do see them, then I'll be like, yo, bro, like
Yeah.
I
Remember
hit you,
me?
like you kind of did me wrong.
Yeah.
Um, but at the same time, I'm thinking about like how big they are because the producers I'm talking about, they've worked with like, and I know they're probably just looking at me like, yo, I probably get this like 100 times a day. Like,
Hmm.
what made you think I was gonna be like, oh yeah, like come out to L.A.
Don't be like that guy. Don't be like that guy that tried to sneak into Diddy's house, Diddy's home.
Character,
He
character.
got
I know what you're
arrested.
talking about.
Diddy. I don't even know if
I know what
Diddy
you're
was
talking about.
there, but yeah, yeah.
But
Oh, sorry, you go, you go.
But yeah, no, like beat making is more so like what you asked me. It's like more so like a hobby. Like that is
That's
what
dope.
I'm
Yeah.
aspiring to do,
Hmm.
but it's more so like a hobby. Like I just genuinely like doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Um, and then but through the help of you and City,
Hmm.
I found out that I could also, you know, do this.
Yeah, I was gonna
Podcasting.
also get into that. Yeah, I mean that's what we
Yeah,
do,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Just getting it
That's
out.
right. And there's many more other things I want to do. TV, we'll get into
Yeah.
that too.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. So pretty much my hobbies, I would say music and gambling, I guess. That's it,
Okay,
really.
yeah. Before we get into more of the fashion and some sports, we'll definitely do some basketball talk. I just want to say two quick things. It's very similar to you first growing up and like not wanting to do your master's. I remember that for myself. Like I never really wanted to go into doing my master's and stuff, grad school, but I really didn't even want to go to college either. Like I was like, I didn't
Yeah.
start applying to schools until late. It was actually not until the end of my senior year when I started seeing everyone like, oh yeah, yeah, I'm going to school. I didn't apply to nothing. I didn't do any applications. I was dead set on I'm not going to school. And like my parents were all upset. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like giving me shit. I went on some college tours, but I was just like fucking around and like I didn't take any of it serious. And once I started seeing people get their acceptance letters, I was starting to feel left out for real. I was like, oh shit. So then I started, and then the Newberry thing came up like by like April, May, my senior year. I wish it did it. I mean, besides meeting my guys, meeting the people I did, like I really wish I didn't go to school. I took maybe a year or two off before going, because I mean, that's what I ended up doing. And then before transferring, a lot of us transferred out of that school.
Yeah.
So, but that was funny thinking about it that way because it was similar. And, I mean, I guess got all this freaking student loans shit now. But
Right.
besides that, like, I mean, the experiences and the friends you meet those are all like priceless. And I'm glad I was able to get those experiences. And then
So
another thing, oh, sorry, got a question.
so if you're gonna take a gap year, that's what they
Hmm.
call it, a gap year.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna get the job at like
I was 18. Honestly, probably I would have just gone to like Bunker Hill or something. Like I probably would have ended up going to like community college, which I ended up taking some classes later on.
no, that's good.
But
Right.
yeah,
And then
that's
you can get
probably
a job
yeah.
and
I
then
was 18. I probably wouldn't even have worked that first year. I probably would have.
oh really?
I would have 18. Like be at home before my parents start like getting all angry and shit. And then the ear piercing
Oh
when
gosh.
I got my ears pierced when I was 19. I went with City. We went somewhere in downtown. I think he had just gotten his ears pierced a couple weeks prior to when I
Okay.
did it. And like I told my parents, like I warned them because they always told me since high school, nope, can't do it. The local barbershop in Cambridge near me, near where I live,
Yeah,
they would pierce ears and like they would be roasting cats that would be like, oh, your mom won't let you get your ears pierced, your
I
parents, you
remember
won't
that.
do it. And, like they would be roasting. I'm like, no, I can't do it. I gotta be tempted, but I was like, I can't go back home. But I was 19, I was feeling good. I was like, yeah, but I warned them. My dad left a long ass message on my phone, like on my phone saying, you better not get your ears pierced. Whatever you do, don't do it. This is not, it's not professional. Even like they even had my grandmother like stop, try to stop me, but I still did it. Like they were upset. They
That's
were so
good.
upset. But I very rarely wear earrings now to this day, but I did
Yeah, I know you
between
do.
like 19 and like 24, 25. I like wear them every day. And I might bring them, I got some hoops. I might bring them out every once in a while, but
Right.
I don't even really know why I stopped, but that's funny. But let's get
Mm.
into the fact. You're probably out of all my friends. Nah, I have to say it. You probably between definitely between you and Jalen, I would say, or probably like excluding myself, of course, are two of
Right.
my best dressed friends. Like y'all have some heat when it comes to the kicks, especially the kicks. But like
Right.
you're more so with clothes. I would give
Right.
you. I would give you I gotta give you props for sure. Your gear's
Appreciate it.
fire. So tell me some
Appreciate
of the inspirations, like who do you try to model your fits after? Like
it.
who are some of the people you looked up to in that space?
So how I got into like dressing and like following the whole scene
Mhm.
was like City, growing up with Andy, um growing up
Shout
with
out Ant.
Daniel.
Shout out Daniel.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And those are like all like my childhood friends,
Hmm.
my day ones.
All great guys.
So like hanging out with them and meeting them in high school, yeah, I was like 14 years old. So meeting them, it was like, bro, what you got on? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, actually, no, I have to say, wait. The f- the first person who introduced me to that whole world was my day one Kendall,
Okay. Oh wow, shout out
because I
Kendall.
remember yes, because Kendall would go to New York with his family,
Hmm.
and he would get he and his brother Jameer would get
Yeah.
like the fashion from out there and then bring it back to Worcester.
Oh wow.
And then I was like, yo, like, oh, those shoes are hot. Oh, that jersey's hot. This is that. They're like, yeah, this is what's popping. I was like, oh, okay. So that's what's going on. All right. So I'm in eighth grade at this time, seventh grade at this time. Just I don't even want to tell you what I was wearing, but it was terrible.
Same man, I
Right?
can relate for sure.
It
Just
was
getting
not even
roasted
it was
and
not
flame.
even a joke. I don't even know what I had on, but I just used to throw on whatever. Like
Yeah.
literally, it could be like basketball shorts and a like I don't even know, a parka. I don't know. But anyway, I'll throw that together and just be like whatever, like it's their clothes, right? Um, so yeah, Kendall and Jameer really like opened my eyes to the world. But then
Wow.
when in high school when I met uh City,
Hmm.
Daniel, Andy,
Hmm.
um, and our little gang, if you want to call it that, they were the ones that was like, yo, like, nah, cop this, put it together like this. This is how we gonna dress. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, so then my eyes opened up. So I put down the video games. I put down the all of the like the childish stuff, BS.
Hmm.
Then then from then it was just like, you need jeans, you need sneaks, you need tops, you need jack, you need. That's
And
when
F
like
the grades, you just need the gear.
just need the gear, because without the gear you're not
I'm
bagging
playing,
nothing.
I'm joking. Yeah, yeah.
No, no, for sure. No, for sure, for sure.
Hmm.
It was definitely Jordans and retro Nikes over research paper.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course.
Oh
14,
yeah.
15, 16. Yeah, like I was like, huh? I was like, yo, forget this 10-page research papers in college, but forget this 2-page research paper.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
need to know how to get them sixes.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Would
So
you go keep going to that? I got a question for you. Keep going.
that those were the two really major impacts of like, yeah, like fashion. I
Hmm.
definitely one of my, I guess you could say it's a hobby. But like at 32, I bought everything that I need like
Hmm.
in my 20s. So I don't really buy anything anymore. I really
That's
don't.
dope.
I really
That's
like
good. Save some of
sneakers.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, like the sneakers, the jeans, the top. Like I bought all that stuff in my 20s.
that's dope.
Um, and maybe here and there I'll just be like, oh, maybe I need this little accessory. But other than that,
Hmm.
like I really don't buy any other clothes. Um, Yeah, design, even like streetwear designer, all that stuff. I have it from like my 20s,
Yeah,
my late 20s. But who do I like to wear? I think the best company, the best streetwear designer company ever, Supreme.
yep,
There's
I
nobody
saw
close to
that.
them.
Hmm.
But
Shout out,
as far as like high end designers, all of them: Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton,
big time.
Gucci,
I remember.
uh, all
I
that
remember,
stuff.
I remember a
YSL.
couple of weeks back. I remember a couple of weeks back when I was in LA and I was shout out LA and I was talking to you guys. I was telling you guys I was going to a Lakers game and he's like, you about to go to Staples Center, man? Like you're not gonna have any of that high fashion stuff. I was like, nah, man,
Oh,
that's
you
not
got
me.
it.
That's not.
That's what I was saying.
But
That's what
like
I
you,
was saying.
you, you
You got
wouldn't.
it.
I mean, is it just the Staples Center? Like if I was just going to the Garden, that's fine to just wear your Dunks or
Oh,
your Air
any
Maxes or any.
if I was going to a NBA game,
Hmm.
whether it's at TD
Hmm.
or crypto, oh, I'm going crazy.
Going crazy.
That's me. I'm going
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
because it's all the baddest
Also,
women
depending
out
on where
there.
you sit, depending
It's all the
on your section.
profile people out there. I
Hmm.
don't really dress for guys. Like I don't.
You
There
know,
was a point in
women
time I
dress for
did.
women though. Women they don't
Now I
dress.
would. Now
Okay.
I now it's for women and like my self confidence and my self esteem.
Yeah.
But when I was like 14, yeah, when I was a teenager, nah, it was funny. I actually wanted the dudes to be like, "Oh yeah, yo, what are those?" Like I like
Yeah.
that
I had that in
validation.
high.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Same.
yeah, yeah.
Of
Oh,
course, we
what's your
all do.
what's your name? Oh no, yo, those are crazy, bro. Oh, appreciate
Hmm.
it, thank you. That
Hmm.
used to boost me, but now I like in my 30s, like, nah, it's for women or it's just for my self
For
esteem.
yourself. Yeah. Yeah. That's dope.
Um, but yeah, I'm sorry. Keep going. You were saying
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I did. I did have two other questions for you, and I just lost them. But due to keep going. Well, due to
Oh yeah.
our
So yeah,
conversation, but keep going. I'll remember.
if I'm going to a major sporting event,
Hmm. I just remembered. Yeah.
I'm
You're going
designer.
crazy. Yeah.
I'm going
So
crazy. If
so
I'm mhm.
oh, my bad. You keep going. If you're going to a major, if you're
Yeah,
going
yeah.
to
If
the
I'm going to a
Celtics
major
game,
sporting
you're
event,
going, especially if
I'm
it's
going crazy.
LA, like yeah, but the Garden, and like you're just sitting down, like you're not the one being showcased. So I
For
hear where you're coming
sure.
from, though.
No, I
I
agree.
hear where you're
It's
coming
just
from.
that it's just celebrities in there, high
Hmm.
profile people, high earning people.
Hmm.
And then yeah, yeah, me personally, I'd have to go crazy. I have to
I
go
was,
crazy.
yeah, I was gonna say it's funny that you say that cats like Ant and well, technically not Daniel in this situation, but more so Ant and Andy, like they put you on. Like I would think it was the opposite. Like you put because like you've like
Uh-uh.
surpassed them.
They
It's
were
like
dressing before me.
that's funny, and it's funny
Yeah,
because like
without them, I wouldn't be
yeah,
nah.
and we
I have to
both
give
got
them credit where credit's due.
yeah,
Daniel, Andy,
yep.
Emmanuel,
Hmm.
Daniel, Andy, Emmanuel,
Shout out Emmanuel.
Anthony, uh, yeah. If I'm forgetting
You say
Rob,
Kendall, Rob.
my other boy,
How's
Rob.
Rob doing, by the way? Rob still
Oh
around?
yeah, no, he's doing great.
That's good. That's
He's
good.
doing great. Yeah. Those five people, I would say, are very instrumental.
Hmm.
Yeah, and
That's
then
awesome.
obviously Jameer. So
I
seven
was gonna,
people, seven people.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, I was gonna say on it is was Kendall like a part? Like Kendall's like a different crew compared to
Yeah. He different.
not yeah, this different vibes, right? That's dope
Yeah.
though. That's dope. And then another yeah, that was my second question on that. So before we get into the draft, we're gonna do something that we always that not we all well, what we always do in our group chats. Is we're just gonna talk a little bit basketball. Like we can't talk
That's
right
fine.
here right now and not get some of our views on the beautiful game of basketball, the National Basketball Association, the 75th anniversary. So if I let you know right now, sorry, if I put a gun to your head right now, I said who is winning the NBA championship and who will be the finals MVP, who are you telling me? The team and the player.
Golden State Warriors and Stephen Curry.
Nothing's finally gonna
Finally
get a
gets to the
finals.
finals.
Wow, why do you say
Finally
that?
gets his first finals MVP.
So you think Golden
The reason
State,
is because the Warriors have been there before. They've tasted it three times.
the Warriors have,
Three times in
sorry,
the past
only
decade.
Steph, Clay, Draymond, and Andre have been there.
No.
The rest of the team
Yes.
has not.
Yes.
They have no playoff
But
experience. Just saying
that's the
that.
main core.
Phoenix
That's
from
the main
1
core.
to 15, 1 to 12, 1 to 8. Phoenix
Right.
has that fresh experience ready to go. No fear.
Yeah,
Just
and they
leave it
know
at
what it
that.
takes to get there.
Mhm.
Yeah, they know what it
I
takes.
don't.
They were
Jordan
to
Poole doesn't know what it takes. Juan Toscano Anderson doesn't know what it
Yeah,
takes. Gary Payton Jr., sorry, the second doesn't know what it takes unless his pops will give him some advice, but you don't know it until you experience it.
dang.
That's my only thing with Golden State is that's why I'm
Yeah.
leaning towards Phoenix, is that even though I wouldn't be surprised if Golden State wins. And honestly,
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Golden State probably not the championship, but Golden
Yeah.
State will make it to the finals. I have a team in the East winning it. I'm rocking with Brooklyn because that's a team I'm rooting for. Hopefully they can pick it up when they get their boys back, when they get their
I'm
guys
mad at
back.
that.
They can pick it up.
Yeah.
They pick it up. They pick it up in March and April into the summertime. But I got
I'm
Brooklyn.
not mad at that. Yeah, I think those are great picks.
Still, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be Phoenix and Golden State in
in the West Finals. Yeah.
yeah.
CP is going to be out pretty much now for like the rest of the season, basically. The next
That's
2 months.
crazy. Bad
Crazy.
timing.
Yeah, hit his
Bad
thumb
timing.
right. He still played in the All-Star game, which was weird as hell.
Right, I remember that. Yeah, yeah, we were talking about that. But yeah, like Cameron Payne
Yeah.
can now see,
Yeah. You got to get some more time.
get some more time, and then when they come back with CP, it'll be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like Warriors to come out of the West, and then the East. I
East is
like
so loaded.
the Bucks.
Ooh.
Because with Ben 10 coming so
And
late,
10. Yeah. It's going to be
they
tough for
have to
Brooklyn.
now. Yeah, they now have to be like, all right, Ben 10, you the third option or you the second option. Like it's too late for that. If they
Yeah.
would have got the
Just
Kings out in the first
facilitate.
half of the season,
Yeah, I hear you.
then yeah. So that's just me though. But
Do you
I
give
like the Bucks.
do you
I
give
like the Bucks.
Chicago or Miami a chance? What do you think of those two teams? I haven't really heard you a lot on Chicago or Miami, really. Miami's been
All
more
right.
under the radar, and people are starting. You have to give me props. I was saying in the summertime, I said, watch out for Chicago. I knew DeMar that was a great fit. I
Oh,
just felt like Chicago was going to be
so when I
in
seen those moves, I do give you props. When I saw those moves of DeMar and
Lonzo.
Lonzo,
Mm-hmm.
I already knew it was the East was in trouble. I knew
Yeah,
that.
same.
I didn't know they would be number one in February.
I knew they would
in
be
the East.
top. I knew they would be in the top like 3.
I didn't know in February that they'd be number one in the East. To be honest, I
Yeah.
thought they'd be like 3, 4,
Mhm.
5, 6.
Mhm.
Definitely not a playing team. Definitely not.
Yeah.
But
I knew they
number
surpassed
1,
Boston. Yeah, it's crazy.
and they're not even healthy. They haven't been healthy all year. If
That's
you really
crazy.
think
Yeah,
about it.
Patrick Williams got hurt like the 3rd game of the season,
And he started.
and he started. Yeah, Patrick Williams. I mean,
Um,
Lonzo's out. Caruso. My guy Allen. Well, not my guy. I actually don't like Grayson Allen, but Grayson Allen took out Caruso, broke his wrist, and his arm. So it's
right.
but like they're still rolling.
Yeah, like
They had
the
a good
Bulls
win last
are
night too.
legit.
Just picked up our boy Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, he's a journeyman now. It's sad to see that.
Like crazy, like 9 years on one team, and then now you're like a journeyman
Yeah,
on so many other teams.
I mean, he's already set for life though, so it's good that
Who's
he's
set. Yeah.
He's set. Like he's good. Like he can stop right now and still be well off for like the generations. But
because of the
Tristan Thompson-
Jenners.
No,
I said because of the Jenner, because Mrs. Jenner.
oh my goodness gracious! I know.
But yeah.
But I like the Bucks to come out the East, and I like the Suns to come out. I'm the Suns.
Oh, you said the Warriors. Okay, Bucks.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about Ja and the Grizzlies. What they're doing is amazing.
Yeah.
They're missing the starting 2 guard too. Dillon Brooks.
Dillon Brooks has been out. Yeah.
Like practically, that's pretty much the whole year.
Yeah, he's been in and out, but he's been out for a long stretch now.
Yeah, his hand. I don't know what happened to it, but
yeah,
it's messed up. But
yeah.
Dillon Brooks is one of the best defenders in the two-way players, not defenders. One of the best two-way players in the league.
I co-sign that for sure.
He can score and he could guard your best perimeter player, or at least make it tough. And Dillon Brooks, if Dillon Brooks would have stayed healthy this whole year, I'm not gonna lie. And remember, Ja's been hurt throughout this whole year too. Memphis healthy.
Desmond Bane, he's up there for most improved. Desmond Bane too. So.
Shout out to TCU.
Yeah.
Yo.
He's been hooping. He's Nigerian too, so shout out T
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, his pops is Nigerian. So yeah, I mean, I'm glad you brought up the Grizzlies.
DeAndre Melton. I don't know where he came from, but
he's been hooping for Memphis.
Hooping. That's what I'm saying. Jaren Jackson, he came off of the ACL. Dillon Brooks, his hand is messed up. His his like lower body. Yo, all that jumping, all that running, you can see like
I
the
hope he's not the next D Rose, man. I hope he stays healthy. Fingers
bro,
crossed on him for
bro.
sure. The way he be twerking and like not twerking, but like
Yeah,
his
the way
movements, you know what I mean? Like you don't want something to snap, man. Like
you don't
it's
want something to
crazy.
snap, but it's the way he
The
plays.
way he
It's
plays
just
is it's just like D Rose. It reminds me of D Rose so much. Like
right, right.
early D
Early D
Rose.
Rose,
And like I
2011
love
D Rose.
watching Ja play. And he
Um,
got MVPs in his future for sure. He'll be up in the MVP race.
for sure, for sure. So if the Grizzlies were healthy, I would go out on
Mhm.
a limb and say they would be like fluctuating from like 1-2, 1-2 with
Oh, and they got some
if they
playoff
go,
experience too a little bit
bro.
last year.
They haven't even yo. Remember that stretch without John Morant? They won
Ja,
like
yeah.
10 in a row,
hmm
bro. This team is
And then they lost the
we're not
game
giving
when he
Grizzlies
came
enough credit.
back.
Like
Yeah,
this team, I think they have the third best record in the whole NBA, right? Or is it third best
definitely
record?
top three in the West for sure. I think they're
Top
three
three
or
in the
four in
West.
the West. Yeah,
Okay, so they must have, bro. Nah, this team is yo.
yeah.
Shout out to the coach. Something Jenkins. What is it? Taylor Jenkins.
Taylor Jenkins. Yeah,
Wait. Oh no, no. JB Bickerstaff's in the coach of the year. Never
yeah.
mind. He's gonna JB. Shout out to the
Cleveland. Shout
Cavs
out
coach.
Cavs. Before we get to
Oh,
the draft, though, want to give
sure.
your little want to give a little like report on your Boston Celtics on they had the one game they lose. The one game they lose is the game I was in attendance for against Detroit in the streak. And then they
Terrible
come
loss.
back and they keep winning. They
What a
lost by
jinx.
1 point, right? I'm a
What a
jinx,
jinx.
right? So,
Um,
but yeah. But
you know,
what's your progress report on them? They had a good win last night, 23
um,
point win.
my progress report on them. So as of February 25th, is it today's the 25th?
Today it's the 25th. Yep.
I will give them a B plus.
They're really coming on.
Yeah, they're really coming on. They're really coming on. The beginning of the year, I don't know what was going on. I don't know if it was because of a new coach. I assume it was because this is Ime's first
First year as a
year.
head coach. Yeah. It was
Dennis
tough.
Schroeder.
So many close games. They lost so many. I mean, sorry, so many blown leads. I remember a game against Chicago early on. We
Right.
were up, and then Chicago came back and beat them at home. And I was
MVP DeRozan went
yeah,
nuclear.
yep.
He went nuclear.
He's my
Oh no,
MVP,
that's bad
honestly.
timing. I shouldn't say that. That's bad timing. Sorry. Wow.
Prayers
He
up
went.
to Ukraine.
Yes, prayers up to Ukraine. I mean, he went bananas.
Mhm.
Um. But I think a lot of Boston's early struggles had to do with I was about to slip up right there too. Had to do with COVID.
I wish. Yo, I didn't give you the disclaimer in the beginning. This doesn't get edited. What you see is what you get. I'm not cutting nothing out.
It had to do with COVID.
Yeah.
It had to do with COVID. So I think that's a lot of it. What it was. People were in and out of the lineup. Protocols. Remember that good like month.
Everyone was out. I was in health and safety protocols.
Right. Yo, we had people off the street that used to
Yeah.
be all-stars back in like 05, 06.
Joe
Like
Johnson was in the building.
Johnson.
You CJ Miles was sitting on our bench for a little
I was just
bit.
about to say that. I haven't heard that name since oh my gosh, so long. Greg Monroe. What? Greg?
He's back on the Bucks. He was like that. I was like, what? Is it 2012?
Right? 2012.
15, whatever.
Bro. Isaiah Thomas. What? So
was about to fight Okogie that night when they played Minnesota. When AD was grabbing his knee.
Yo, Nigerians are taking over in the NBA. But so oh yeah, shout out to the Wolves, by the way. Yo, I think the Wolves are 7th. I think the 7th in
they're above 500 for sure. I think they are in the play-in right now.
I gotta watch
League is going great. Yeah, I'm watching. I think Miami and New York is an ESPN game. I'm not watching that. I am watching
do we have to talk about the Knicks?
No, we don't. we ain't talking about the Knicks. Right. So quick before we get off this basketball joint, MVP. Who's your MVP of the regular season right now?
I'm gonna have to say DeMar.
DeMar, me too. Even though I'll probably go to Embiid or Jokic. And
I had no idea DeMar went this crazy. I didn't see it. I didn't see this in Canada.
It's just a perfect fit.
I didn't
for
see
him
this in Texas.
Chicago. He got his
in Southern California. I didn't see this anywhere.
He had. I always knew he was going to be an all-star when he was. See, I knew DeMar when I was in high school. I knew about him because of Little Romeo. Like that was the thing. Yeah, and then like, oh, they both go to USC.
That's
It was
crazy.
funny. I just checked Romeo's stats like a couple of days ago, maybe even yesterday, and
Oh,
just
really?
randomly, and he only played like 8 games, like 8 to 10 games or something like that. And like
He was
his
misbehaving in the
stats
classroom.
took him out, made him do the what was that called? That he did the commercials for
Oh,
the
is that
ICDC
Everest?
college. No, it was like ICDC college, something like that. I'm trying to remember the beat, but Everest, yeah.
I have no comments. I know
He didn't
exactly what
even,
you're talking about. Matter of
yeah.
fact, I'm gonna look that up after. Yeah, because I gotta look up like what kind of certifications or degree. You know what? Let's not even do that. But yeah, um, yeah. Demar, bro,
Mhm.
I watched him at SC. He was
Yeah.
dirty. He was
Mhm.
dirty. I
He played with
watched him.
Taj too, right? Taj and Vucevic. Were they all three of them on the same squad?
Wow, that's
I believe so. I
right.
know Taj was definitely. I remember Taj. I don't remember if Vooch was on. No, they were teammates. They were teammates. Vooch played for a couple more years. I remember.
Gosh.
I remember the DeMar team, but I remember the OJ Mayo squad so much more for some reason. Like that was my year that like I watched almost every college basketball game that was on
So
TV because it felt like every school had a top player. Like it was all like Kevin Love was in UCLA with Russ, and all like they were hooping. You had Memphis
yeah,
going undefeated with D Rose. Like it felt like they were all NBA teams, yo. Kansas State had Michael Beasley and Billy Walker, and like they were
yeah,
hooping. Michael Beasley was like
yeah.
leading the nation in scoring. Oh man, there's so many.
Didn't he
That
get?
year was
Was it?
magical from like '06 to like 2010.
Yeah,
Like
we
college
we had a good.
basketball was
Yeah, we
crazy.
had a good run. We had a
Mm-hmm.
good run of some greats for real, some real greats. Michael Beasley actually did sign a 10-day this year.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And real quick, yeah, he was in and out real quick.
but yeah, that's my MVP.
Kansas, yeah.
Demar's on another level. I don't know
Oh yeah.
how. Um, I saw flashes of this in Canada and Toronto, but
Mm-hmm. San
yo,
Antonio, I feel like San Antonio really refined his game. Like he went there, like they didn't have a
yeah,
lot of success winning. I think they made one
mm,
playoff. They made the playoff one year, but maybe
Coach
1 or 2 years, yeah, with Coach Pop. But
mm,
he really refined his game, really stepped up his
yo, he
playmaking
really did, my bro.
skills,
You're not lying.
really stepped up in his leadership, I think, and just became like more comfortable in himself. Like I feel like he
Big
really
time.
learned it and just was bringing all that wisdom to Chicago. So
DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, yeah,
Nah,
and
nah. I'm honestly, I'm happy for dude. That's
me too.
awesome, bro.
Yeah, he's one of my
That's
favorite
really
players.
awesome.
I really like DeMar a lot.
That's awesome, bro. That's really
All
awesome.
right,
Wow, DeMar
before
DeRozan.
we move on to before we move on to this draft, I got one more quick basketball question for you. Are the Celtics going to sign? Who do you see the Celtics signing between these two guys? Isaiah Thomas and Tyreek Evans.
Oh, I love Tyreek.
Yeah, he's back. He got
Wait, did he go to
reinstated.
Memphis?
Yeah, he did right after D Rose.
I love Tyreek Evans, and
Yeah,
he was Rookie of the Year.
he was rookie of the year. Yep.
I love Tyreek.
Yeah.
Yo, his real quick
Mm-hmm.
before I answer that question. Um, yo, Tyreek was
He
nice.
was. His rookie year was special. 25-5.
Right. I think the only person to do that was
It
LeBron.
was LeBron. Yeah.
Yo, and then I
Sacramento is
remember,
where you go to die, man. I'm so glad
yeah,
Tyrese Halliburton got out of there.
they
That they
had
got
no
him out there
success.
earlier.
They
De'Aaron
had
wants to
no
get out
success.
too. Fox is like, get me out of here. You see his press
Yeah.
conferences. He's just like, I don't know. Like I'm not answering that. I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know
he
what you
said
want me.
he
He's
never
fed
started
up.
losing until coming here.
Yeah, that's
He
crazy.
was winning in high school. He's winning in college. When he
Hmm.
got here, it's just like, the
That's
hell is this?
tough. And then
Like
they like
everybody's
you let
rooting for him.
Tyrese go before like that's crazy. Because I think I might be in the minority here, but I think Tyrese Halliburton is a better player than De'Aaron Fox.
No, that's why everybody's upset.
Yeah. Okay. So
Um,
we'll see.
but yeah, to answer your
But
question,
yeah,
neither,
neither. You don't want neither
neither.
on the team. Well, Celtics just picked up 2 10-day guys. I don't even remember their names, but
I don't know. I don't. You
yeah,
when you sent me that link, I was like, huh? But
yeah.
Tyreek in 2022,
You think
what
he's
can he
gonna
really
get
do?
picked up? You think he's gonna get picked up?
And the thing is, doesn't he have a bad knee? Like that's the reason. That's one of the reasons why he started
Yeah.
smoking. Because his
His last playoff series was against us when he was on the Pacers.
yes.
That's crazy, 2019. But we're gonna go into this draft right before we end up. We're gonna start this draft in. This is gonna be fun for you because this is one of the last things we always talk about this topic, and we're gonna do it now. The five, you gotta draft the top five baddest baddies in the game.
Okay.
So we're both gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then we'll like amongst our friends, whoever watches this, see who drafted the better team. So if you have your top 5, I got mine. I didn't even do any prep for this because I was like, if I sent you the questions and you were able to prep for it, I would have prepped too. But I didn't want to come in prepped and not you. So you just got it's right off the top of the dome.
This top of the dome. Yeah.
So who you drafted with the first overall selection? The top five baddies in the game. Who would be your number 1 draft pick?
Overall selection. I can't use Robin anymore because
no.
Rocky killed
so
it.
You can still use her.
Nah, it's
Respect.
like it's off limits. For me, it's off limits. It would have been Robin. It would have been Robin.
Wow.
Sure. But
and I'm gonna take my phone so I can write both of ours down.
Okay. Shout out Rocky, bro. Shout out. He's actually one of the people I look up to in fashion. If I had to draft somebody right now, number 1 overall draft pick. Oh, I know we'll be forgetting somebody, but let me get let me get. Nah, I want to see.
I just know you don't want them to get grabbed up. You don't know who I'm gonna pick. I have 2 names that I do not want you to pick.
Okay, hold on.
But if you pick it, it's fair game.
Oh my gosh, wait? Let me get. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, wait. I'm gonna holster her for like 3rd because I don't think you'll have. For some reason, I don't think you'll have her on your list at all. For some reason.
Okay.
Maybe she might even get 4th or 5th. All right. My number 1 overall selection would be. Oh, nah, damn, I was on her IG yesterday. Oh my gosh, this is actually a good question. Okay. Let me just. This is my number 1 overall, but she's not the baddest.
Okay.
Let me get for right now. Let me get Doja.
Ooh, Doja Cat. She's bad. That is a surprising first pick. It's respectable. It's respectable, but wow, I like that Doja Cat, man. So Julez picks Doja Cat. With my first pick, I'm going with Megan Good. Megan Good is the most beautiful woman in the world. According to me.
Honestly, I don't have any girl on my list that compares to her.
So who's number 2 for you?
Damn. I mean, honestly,
are you gonna go
honestly, after that, I lost already. But okay, number 2 for me, off the top of the head.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get. Ooh, this model chick. Let me get.
Oof, my boy Jay would love that pick. Kehlani. Spell that. Khelani. All right. With my second pick, I'm going with Zendaya.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna holster. Okay. Yeah, your list already kills mine. All right, let me get for my 3rd overall pick. Let me get Let me get. Oh man. Nah, she's too young. I'm going crazy right now.
Oh man, you trying to redshirt? You redshirt.
Let me get Drea Michelle.
Drea Michelle. Whew. And I'm trying to think. Should I make my list more diverse or what?
You are so funny. So
I got
it's funny. I was actually thinking about that, and I was like, damn. Off the top of my head right now, that's who's popping up in my head right now. Mind you, this list is ever flowing, ever changing. So it's not just like.
So I had Megan Good. I think I have to say no. I'm gonna get a little diverse. I'm gonna say Dua Lipa for my 3rd pick.
Okay, I like that. Let me get Kendall.
I almost picked Kendall. That's what I was gonna
pick.
Yeah.
So she's like a borderline top 5, top 6. Yeah.
Yeah, but top 5, that's tough. So you got Kendall Jenner. That's a good pick, man. She came up, man. She came up for sure. Damn. So I got Megan Good, Zendaya, Dua Lipa. So we say Rihanna and Beyonce are off limits. I'm kidding. Well, you said the Rihanna. Yeah, you said yeah. So this one,
he's about to give birth. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Like that's crazy to me.
I gotta think about this one. You know who I looked at? She's not on my list, but who popped up on like something like on my Instagram or something, and I was looking at her picture, I was like, "Whoa, she's bad," and I really didn't even realize it ever. Maybe she just
Hmm.
got a lot better with time too. Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is really
Oh,
attractive.
Paris hasn't been bad.
Like
Yeah, no, Paris
I've
hasn't been
never
bad.
like really been into her like that. And then like I like went into like a rabbit hole where I started to like see like her like extended family thing like that. Like they're attractive people for
No,
sure.
Paris is different. Paris is
Yeah.
different.
So
No,
I
for sure.
got
Oh,
Megan
okay. One
Good,
just popped into my head. I feel like you're
Zendaya.
gonna pick her though.
So I got Megan
I know
Good,
he got.
Zendaya. This fourth one's gonna take me. Is gonna take me a little bit. So I'm gonna try to be quick.
Really?
This fourth one, yeah, for me, I'm drawing a blank.
I
So I'm trying to
feel like
think
you're
of.
gonna say. I feel like you're gonna say the same person I'm gonna say. Go
I
ahead.
gotta go with I gotta go with the women that I always rock with. So right now I'm going with Janae Aito for my fourth pick.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say somebody else. That's about to be my fifth.
So you got it with the fifth pick. I had to go. I
Yeah,
can't leave Janae. I love her.
no.
You know that. Who? Who's your last pick?
Yo, wait, hold on. Let me take off.
Oh, you want to take
Hold on.
someone
I
out?
said Doja,
Yeah.
Kalani.
Well, I think Doja is a great pick. I think all your picks are good. They're all
Yeah,
bad.
they are great. But damn, because I wanted to add Janae's sister, but I can't. All right. Um, I gotta get Vanessa Hudgens on that, man.
Oh,
She got to be on there.
yeah.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that a lot.
she's goodness gracious.
So
Yo,
that's and for my last pick, it's tough. This one is tough.
I felt like Vanessa would be like your top two. That's why I was like,
Mm.
oh wait.
Ah,
I mean,
she.
your first pick trumps my whole list. I mean,
I had Megan's and
if
Dea.
there's such thing as a 20 out of 10, that's Meg.
Mm-hmm. Dang. Who do I want to pick? Like, I'm trying to think. TV shows, actresses. Who do I like?
TV shows.
This last one's going to be tough for me. I'm trying to think of. I gotta show respect to. I'm shocked you didn't pick her. This one I'm about to pick. I gotta show respect to the OGs too. I'm gonna go mic drop on this one. Sanaa Lathan.
Yeah. Your
That's it.
list is fire.
I had
I just thought of another one, but
no 6 women. I mean, what you could
6
say?
women. Nah,
Yeah.
I would have to take Doja Cat off and put her to 5, and this one to 1.
Who else? Who else are you thinking?
All right, but hold on. Let me take this one person off my list. I had
Mm-hmm.
Doja. I had Kendall. I had
Mm-hmm.
Kehlani. I had Drea. Who's my fourth one?
You had Drea. You had you said Kendall, Kalani, Doja Cat, Vanessa Hudgens. Was your 5?
Oh shit! I have to take one off. All right, I'm gonna take. I don't like tattoos. I'm gonna take Kehlani off.
Okay, so she's officially off.
Yeah, and Doja's number 2.
Okay.
Shout out to Lenny Kravitz, but man,
She would. I was thinking her too. I was thinking so Zoe Kravitz.
yo.
Yeah.
When I be seeing her doing the model, I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, Lenny.
she's
But
different.
then again, it's Lenny and Lisa
Lenny
Bonet.
and
Those are two
Denise.
beautiful. Those are two beautiful people, so it makes sense. Like, but it's
Yeah.
just, I'm like,
My goodness
I'm just looking
gracious,
at.
right?
Sometimes I be looking at Zoe, I'd be like, yo, how is this woman like?
She the same human, like she real. She came from. She's living on the same planet as me. She from the same planet, really?
Bro,
yeah.
Honestly, if I seen her,
Mm-hmm.
like, if we were out and we were at like any like social type of setting,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just say fuck it. Like, no,
you gotta shoot. You gotta attempt.
I like, even if she's like, oh well, I at least gotta get the contact.
That's hilarious. Honorable mentions. I'm shocked you didn't say your girl Yara. Shout out Grownish and Blackish. That was what.
I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of her work. I'm a fan of her work. But I'm talking about physically.
Yeah. I had
not,
some other names too that just literally just I just forgot.
Same.
But who else did I think of real quick? I'm just gonna look at the list real quick. You said Zoe Kravitz, honorable mentions, honorable. I said Yara.
Priyanka Chopra. Oh my gosh. But
she's
I know
there.
What's his name?
Jonas, one of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah. He already he killed it. So
yeah.
And then you know, Nicole Scherzinger. Oh my goodness gracious, Lord have mercy.
Yeah, man, it's a lot, man. We left a
It's a
lot. We're gonna have to
lot.
do a part
It's a
two
lot.
and maybe draft another draft very, very
Yeah.
soon. But yeah, we'll be back. We're about to sign off. We're about to sign off now. But appreciate you, Jules, joining
I had
this
fun.
episode. We definitely got to do a part two. Yeah, this is what this show's all about. We got episode 20 as per usual coming. We'll
For
bring that
sure.
same energy and more fresh, hot content coming real soon. Appreciate it. This will be out real soon. Until next time, for the Scoop More Show. For my boy,
Yeah.
one of my best
Julian.
friends out here, Julian, Jules, Kofi, whatever you want to call him. We out. Peace.